All right, I just want to show you something real quick, and then we can talk about it. Y'all can let me know what you think. This is my last video. I titled this video, Belal changed his style and it cost him, all right? And this is basically the narrative in this video. If you didn't see it, you can have a look at it. You can watch the full video on the main channel, but this is basically the narrative. Now it was, sure, he's jammed, but he's still not exciting. And Belal heard it, all of it. So at UFC 315, in his first title defense, he made a choice. He brought the fight. He stood with JDM, a much better striker. He didn't mix up the takedowns as much as before. Didn't even try to stick him to the fence for too long. Belal had a goal, and it was very clear. He wanted the fans to feel something. And for the first time in his career, he got a fight of the night bonus. All right, so the narrative that I brought into this video was pretty simple, right? It was, I thought that Belal Muhammad coming into this fight took a premeditated decision. I said this in the last video. I thought he knew and wanted to bring something different to his fight. I think he heard a lot of the noise from people saying that he was boring, that his fight style was trash, that they didn't want to watch his fight. And so I believed, and from watching that fight, from rewatching it, I still believe it. I still believe that Belal Muhammad came in with a different game plan. I think he might have underestimated Jack Della Maddalena's boxing, and he thought, I am just going to be able to outstrike this guy, which obviously was wrong. It was a bad decision. But that's what I believe happened, and this is the reaction from you guys in the comment. And so that's why I'm coming in here to defend myself, to defend this video idea that I had. So a lot of you guys were mad. A lot of you guys sent a lot of comments. And so I'm coming here to defend myself a little bit, all right? That's the narrative that I had. I stand on it, but these are the comments that I received. Belal didn't actually change his style. He shot 9 times. The most he's ever shot is 12 against Wonder Boy. Belal has always been a well-rounded fighter who uses his striking to open up moments where he can impose his wrestling. JDM just maneuvered all those threats exceptionally well. Look at this. In the replies of the promoting my t-shirts, people are saying, come on, man, love the channel, but the title is wrong. JDM pushed Belal and made Belal hesitant to go for takedowns. That made him forced to strike. Belal didn't change his plan. He had no answer for JDM. Bias as fuck. Unsub. Worst title ever? Worst title ever. Chat. Am I tripping? Come on, man. We're so tired of this narrative. He didn't change. Jack is just better. Belal shot 9 times, close to his average. Y'all got to stop downplaying JDM's anti-grappling. I don't think Belal changed his style. Why are people acting like Belal didn't shoot? Listen, hey, my comment section is flooded with this, all right? So people are a bit angry that I made a video with this narrative. And listen, I'm not taking anything away from JDM, all right? I didn't in this video, and I'm not going to do here. I think JDM fought an exceptional fight, and I said this in this deep end. At the end, I said I think he took the opportunity that was presented to himself, and he made the best out of it. And I think that's what a great fighter is supposed to do. You can't fight based on what the other guy could have done, but he was presented with a specific game plan. But I stand on it. I still believe that Belal Muhammad took a decision, and I'm going to show you guys why. All right, I'm going to first start with obviously the stats. I think the stats say something. You guys take the full account where you can see here, right? Belal Muhammad had 3 takedowns successful of 9. And so you guys are like, oh, 9 takedowns. 9 takedowns is a lot, right? That's the average of takedown shot in a fight. And it's funny because somebody brought the Stephen Thompson fight, which I have the stats right here. He shot 9 against against Stephen Thompson, sorry, and he shot 13 against Leon Edwards, right? In this Stephen Thompson fight, by the way, 7 of 9, that was a 3-round fight, okay? You can go per round here. 4 takedowns in round 1, 2 takedowns in round 2, 3 takedowns in round 3. That's against a striker. His kryptonite has always been grappling, wrestling, whatever it is. And so in a 3-round fight, Belal Muhammad shot 9 takedowns, 4 in the first rounds. That's what you have to keep in mind. We can look at the statistic against Leon Edwards, 13 takedowns against Leon Edwards. That's a 5-round fight. 2 in the first round, completed both and grappled the fuck out of him the entire round. 4 of 5 in round 2. round 2, right? That's, again, against a great striker who's been mostly striking in most of his fights. That's, you know, the peak of Leon Edwards. The best, his best attributes is his hands, his kicks. He's long, rangy. And so the first 2 rounds, he shot in total 7 takedowns in the first 2 rounds, right? And then you see 3, 4, 5, he shot a little less, but he still shot every round. Now let's look at against Jack Della Maddalena. Per round, 0 of 1 in round 1. And you know what? I'll even show you guys, because I took the initiative to find all the takedowns in that Jack Della Maddalena fight and show you guys how fucking half-assed these takedowns were in the first place, right? I think in his mind he was just like, I'm gonna just show it to him, but not even commit halfway into it. It's true. Belal Muhammad's style is usually mix and match the striking, but he commits to the takedown, and if he gets it, he's gonna commit to it, right? In these fights, he didn't. He didn't for the first 3 rounds, and in the fourth round, he won that round. It was the only round that he won, and that's when he actually committed to the takedowns and actually had some control time. 5th round, he had a few takedowns as well. But that's when he realized he was already fucked at that point, right? It's crazy because you guys are comparing these takedowns, but I'm showing you right in front of you guys. Those are the stats: 0 of 1 in round 1, 0 of 3 in round 2, 0 of 0 in round 3, and 1 of 3 in round 4. That's when he actually won that round with some control time. And 2 of 2 in round 5. That's when actually Jack Della Maddalena was trying to reverse some takedowns. And those 5 takedowns in the last 2 rounds were when he was beat up, right? And he won that round 4. Those 2 extra takedowns at the end, he waited too long, and that's what I think was his mistake. He was trying to find some moments, some success on the feet. He didn't find it, and that's when he realized he needed to shoot takedowns. But that was too late at that point. And so I even want to show you guys this. All right, this is something very important, because those are the takedowns that they counted. They said he shot 9. When I rewatched the fight, I only saw 8. That's my perspective on it. That's my point of view. If there's another takedown that I didn't see, that's my bad. But I watched the entire thing, and I only saw 8. 1 in the first, 2 in the second round, not 3. And then the last 4 and 5 rounds, he shot a lot. Takedowns there were a lot, like 3 or 4, whatever. But again, let me just show you these takedowns, especially the ones in round 1, 2, 3. He didn't have any takedowns, to show you guys how uncommitted these takedowns were, in my opinion. They were only there to kind of like put something in front of Jack's face. And listen, again, I'm saying that again. I'm not saying that Jack Della Maddalena's defense wasn't good. I think he stayed in the middle, which was great. He didn't go up against the fence too much. He showed his knees, and he had good takedown defense even when he was shot on. But I do believe that he came in with a striking heavy game plan. That's my perspective on it. Let me just show you these things. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. I'll try to go fast and pause a little bit. If you see me pausing, it's just because I don't want to get copyrighted. But you can see for yourself if these takedowns are actually committed to, or they're just putting them out there. And as soon as you realize that there's a 1% tension, there's a 1% doubt that he might actually complete this takedowns, he goes back and decides to strike again. Let's see this. That's round 1, by the way. 1 minute and 26 into the round. I'll move this to the side so you can see the time. The first takedown that he shot was 1 minute and 26 into the first round. I'll show you guys Leon Edwards' fight after so you can see the difference. 1 minute and 26 into the first round. This is what he shoots. He grabs the legs, right? He grabs the legs, and as soon as Jack moves his legs away, goes around the body. Right? I don't even want to play this too long so I don't get copyrighted, but that might be 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And then right there, you see it in his face. He realized, okay, I'm not getting this. I'm not committing to it. Not even one bit. And he goes for elbow and jab. Okay? That's the first takedown. That's what they counted as a takedown. Is that a committed takedown from Belal Muhammad? Is that the type of takedown that he shot against Leon Edwards? I don't think so. That's my perspective on it. You guys can have a different opinion. Let's just see the second takedown, all right? This is round 2, 2 minute 29. That's a full round later almost, all right? A full round later almost. This is the takedown he shot in round 2, half of the round after he got picked apart.
The other thing is you can see how high level is.
Is that a committed takedown? Listen, I think this is a great defense from Jack Della Maddalena, middle of the octagon. Very difficult to finish those takedowns. Jack Della Maddalena just scooped away. That was a takedown from Belal. I think it wasn't committed at all. I think he just shot there, realized it was done, came back up. I think with a game plan heavy on grappling, he's pushing Jack against the fence with his striking and keeping him there, right? And I don't think that was impossible for him to do. I just think he was trying to find some counters, which was a dumb decision against a great boxer like Jack. But I think he had a dumb game plan with coaches that are telling him, you have Canelo hands. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Him at the press conference, I can show you guys these highlights. Him saying that, I'll show you the meaning of Canelo hands. What is that? What does that mean? That means his game plan entirely was different compared to the Leon Edwards fights or other fights where he just wanted to win. Here he wanted to impress. He wanted to show something different, and he did. But this is not a committed takedown to me. Let's see the third one. Again, round 2, 1 minute 29. Great defense from Jack. Got him up against the fence, and then as soon as he did, look, I feel like Belal in his prime is sticking those double legs. He's trying to lock the hands behind the double legs. That's what he's trying to do. Look, he's coming up already, like accepting the clinch. Accepting the clinch, right? And then what happens here? And then he just disengaged. And then he just disengaged right away. I'm for sure gonna get copyright. What is this? Look, we're in round 4. This is all the takedowns that Belal. This is what I just showed you. They are the entire takedowns that Belal Muhammad shot in between round 1 and 3. Are you telling me this is a normal Belal Muhammad fight? Really? We're acting as if Belal Muhammad in all his fights only shot this amount, didn't try to push anyone against the fence, didn't try to like knee the tie. You know what I mean? What are we saying? This is crazy to me. This is what we hear from his coach.
Marcus, all those guys, Belal has the hands like that right now. So if you guys watch Canelo, Marcus, all those guys, Belal has the hands like that right now. So
this is what we're hearing.
And you saved the greatest MMA performance, Belal, but you did say coming in you're not going to shoot one takedown in this fight. Do you stand by that?
Guys, you know, with videos that I do, I create narratives. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I emphasize, sometimes I build stories, and I add a little bit of sauce behind the story. Maybe I do it sometimes. Maybe you can tap my hand sometimes and be like, Milan, why are you adding this? You never said that. This was never a narrative. But literally, Belal said it himself before the fight. He wasn't gonna shoot any takedowns. He did. He ended up doing it. But what I'm saying is his game plan was absolutely different coming in. And so I don't understand all of you guys in my comments telling me, what do you mean? What do you mean his game plan was different? That was the usual Belal. Not at all. I'm not saying JDM wouldn't have won. I'm not even saying JDM couldn't beat prime, takedown heavy Belal. I'm not even saying that. But this fight that we saw was not a grappling strategy from Belal. It was a striking strategy. He wanted to strike. When he realized he was getting picked apart, that's when round 4, round 5, he started to shoot a bit more. But at that point, it was done. He was all, cut, bleeding from everywhere. That's not the same guy. That's not the same guy shooting against Leon Edwards in round 1, 4 minute 45. That's not the same thing. And so look at Belal's reason here. Look at his answer.
Going in.
By the way, this is what he said.
One takedown in this fight. This MMA performance, Belal, but you did say coming in you're not going to shoot one takedown in this fight. Do you stand by that going in?
You're going to see the media of Canelo hands. Jack goes down at 3. He gets knocked out.
Am I building a fake narrative here? Am I creating a fake story? I swear to God, I don't get it sometimes. Bro, I make YouTube videos, and so sometimes I don't even watch comments, but sometimes I'd just be laughing at you guys. Like, what are you talking about? This is literally what he was talking about before coming in. And so you might tell me, Milan, he might say something but do something different, and I agree. But the reality is what we saw even in the fight was not a Belal Muhammad who was attempting to grapple, to wrestle, to put him up against the fence, to clinch. He wasn't. He was trying to strike from the beginning. He got picked apart from the outside. And so at the end, kind of his momentum switched because he was trying to survive at that point, right? But that was not a grappling heavy strategy from Belal, like in a Leon fight, where in round 1, 4-minute 46, this is what he's doing. 4-minute 45, the first round, right? As soon as they start, this is what Belal does.
Too slow.
Right away. I'm not going to play this more because I'm going to get copyrighted. Let me go again. Round 1, 46, after grappling him, Leon gets back up. This is what he does.
There's a good onslaught.
Boom. Round 1.
He wants to. There it is.
Round 2, 417. What does that mean? You have a striker who's very powerful. He's usually faster, has more reflexes earlier in the fights, earlier in the early rounds. 4 minutes 45 and 4 minutes 15. He shoots. I'm not making this up. Did we see this? Did we see this from Jack? From the Jack fight? We did not. 35. Again. Earlier in the round. Early in the round. This is what he does. Now listen, you can say all you want that Jack Della Maddalena had better takedown defense than Leon Edwards, and I agree with you. I probably agree with you. JDM looked amazing. He defended well. He tried to get back up every time he was getting down, but you still don't see the same urgency from Belal in the JDM fight compared to this. It's just not the same urgency with the takedowns. It's not the same thing at all. Round 4, 3-minute 49. Let's see.
We saw this against Sean.
I'm saying like I can play. I can't even play this clip too long because I'll get copyrighted. I know for a fact I'll get copyrighted and blocked. But like I'm just showing you guys the difference in urgency. All right, he wasn't only even just shooting this and like relapsing again and like moving away after he realized there was a bit of tension, a bit of doubt. He stayed there. When I was talking to you about locking hands behind the butt, this is what he's trying to do in the JDM fight. As soon as there was attention from JDM, as soon as he was trying to go for the underhook, he went up, agreed to have a clinch, threw an elbow, and then just let go, separate. You could just tell there was a different reaction early in round 5 to secure the fight. Listen, this is my perspective on it. I think it's very, very obvious. I don't know how you guys don't see this. I really don't know how you guys don't see this. Like, if it's not enough that Belal Muhammad said it himself before the fight that was his game plan. He didn't want to shoot any takedowns. He wanted to knock him out before round 3. He wanted to show us his Canelo hands, right? But again, in the fights, round 1, 2, 3, he shot 3 takedowns. What I counted was 3 takedowns in between round 1 and 3 in the JDM fight. And those 3 takedowns were half-ass, not committed, basically just putting it out there. But as soon as there's some tension, you separate. That's not the type of Belal Muhammad strategy that we usually see. That's not the type of strategy that got him to the top. He definitely had a switch in mindset, and I think he was just trying to, get us to be engaged and kind of like his fighting style for a little bit, because it must be tough for a fighter to go in over and over and over and over again in some fights, and people are just like, bro, you're boring. We don't want to watch you fight. You know what I mean? And the promotion, the UFC, everybody's involved with this are like, listen, if you don't sell, if people don't want to watch you fights, we're not going to pay you. So everything is involved with that. It's not just about winning in the UFC. It's not just about winning. It's about being entertaining. And I think Belal's pressure of the entire media, the entire fan, the entire UFC being on him, being like, you're boring, do something interesting. Like, I feel like it just made him have a different strategy, a different game plan coming into this fight, and this is what made him lose the fight. I'm not saying that he would have won if he had the different game plan. I'm not even trying to argue with that. I'm just saying it would have been a different fight, and it would have been a different Belal. And so, yeah, I stand by those narratives. Y'all can let me know what you think about this. If you think I'm wrong again, put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think, because, listen, I like to have these types of, conversations and stuff, and when I see this, I want to defend myself a little bit. So that's what I'm doing in this video. Y'all can let me know what you think. And yeah, if you like the shirts, beautiful Volk shirt, check the link down below. Peace out, boys.